in a house and for her to be one of us. So, girl, take care and keep up the good work. Your reward is in heaven waiting for you, my sister, not on earth. And happy birthday to Pamela. Pamela, who live by the hospital, Zapasikie. I want to wish you all the best, life, strength, energy, more money in a pocket, food on a table. Pamo, keep on preaching and preaching. I like to hear you preach. And I wish you all the best, God guidance. And good morning to Mrs. Allport. I wish you all the best. Joshua, your birthday coming up on the 4th. Happy birthday in advance. Happy birthday to Mr. Irish Elmer in advance on the 6th. Ma, thank you very much.
Thank you,
God
Mother.
bless you.
May God bless you
All the
too.
best.
Thank you.
Boom.
Take care. Take care. All right. I think it's one of Gail Skinner's favorite songs. Also the favorite song of Marlene, huh? Don't take your hands off my heart.
The moment you entered,
Happy birthday, Gail Skinner. From all who loves you, huh?
It was the vision in my dream.
And that includes Matt. Matt's in the morning.
And when our eyes met, you shook the earth.
Also persons there in the Jubla area. Be harsh.
My heart started racing.
Feeling the effects of barrel overnight. Waking up to debris on the outside. Hey, good morning to you, lady.
You now, well, it's all I can do to believe. If this isn't love, baby, don't wake me up from the dream.
Stick around on your favorite station, Q95. On the telephone, good morning to you, yes?
Good morning, sir.
Hi, nurse.
Yeah. Huh?
Nurse, your phones are just making problems there. I just can't hear a word. I'm not hearing a word, nurse. Try a cell phone, okay? Something is definitely wrong.
Don't take your hands off my heart.
Hello, talk to me. Can't believe after 2 weeks we can't fix that problem. Hello, yes, good morning. Hello.
Hello, morning, Mark.
Morning to you.
I'm on the same time. This is a special lady from Manchester, Princess Michaela Luke.
Okay.
Coming from her grandmother, her dad, her auntie. And the rest of our family, and especially from Zane Simon from Kensington. Wishing her a blessed day, wishing God bless you, and wishing her a long, long, long life. Michaela, happy birthday from your grandmother. God loves you, and everybody loves you. Take care, blessed day.
All right, take care of yourself.
My knees became weak and my heart started racing.
Our final call this morning on the birthday line, of course, it's a busy morning. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Ma,
yes.
I just want to tell Miss Darample, I'm so sorry. Your phone is cracking. It's irritating. I listen to it. It's not much, darling. I don't know what is happening to you. So Miss Darample want to send happy birthday to Gail. So Gail, happy birthday to you from Miss Darample and her husband. She wish you all the best. And Matt, replay.
All right, Marlene, okay. Birthday blessings to Mr. Bundy Badwell from Bondeville.
Hey, I never know love to take me so high. Take me to heaven and take me tonight. But whatever you do, baby, don't take your hands off my heart.
July 2, July 2nd.
The warmth of your touch is just too much for me to ignore. I've never known wanting you, wanting me like this before. When all that's between you and I is the air that we breathe. The passion in you, baby, brings out the woman in me. Baby, you're turning, turning. I should know better. Hey, I never know love. Take me so high, take me to heaven. But whatever you do, baby, don't take your hands off my heart. No, I've never known love to take me so high, take me to heaven and take me tonight. But whatever you do, baby, don't take your hands off my heart. Whatever you do, baby, don't take your hands off my heart.
We are in the hurricane season. Stay informed by tuning in to Q95 FM radio for updates on the storm's path and any evacuation orders. Knowledge is power during a hurricane. The hurricane season is upon us. Check on your neighbors, especially the elderly and those with disabilities. We're stronger together, so lend a helping hand when you can. We are in the hurricane season. Remember, preparation is key when it comes to hurricanes. Stay tuned to Q95 FM radio for more tips and updates as we navigate through the storm season together. Stay safe out there.
Exciting news from AutoTrade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of AutoTrade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, AutoTrade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, here's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by AutoTrade every last Thursday. At AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply. AutoTrade is introducing our very own mobile app. Yes, the AutoTrade app is here. From scheduling your service appointments, request financing, checking our vehicle and parts inventory, to receiving personalized coupons and sales specials. Life is so much easier with the new AutoTrade app. Download the AutoTrade app from the Play Store or App Store today. Call us at 255-6800. AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship.
Good things come and good things go, but greatness lasts forever with Stone. Stone Ginger Wine, oh,
in the street while the ladies are lying, I feel by a buckle of this one ginger wine. And sip make your laugh till whenever. Stone ginger wine, great, this is forever.
good things come and good things go, but greatness lasts forever with Stone. Stone Ginger Wine, oh,
Greatness is forever with Stones.
Distributed by Fine Food.
This is Esther Banton, your Tropical Water Ambassador, with your hurricane tip for today. Be prepared. Being prepared before a hurricane threatens makes you resilient to the hurricane impacts of wind and water. It will mean the difference between you being a hurricane victim or a hurricane survivor. Be prepared. And remember to stock up on Twapiton water.
At Bloombox, we now carry and are fully stocked in granola fertilizers. Urea 46%, great for leafy green 15-15-15, great for all vegetables or young fruit trees 20-20-20, best for foliar spray and seedlings and small vegetables 12-12-17, great for tree crops or flowering vegetables and fruits 12-24-12, root crop fertilizer like dasheen and white potato 12-4-28, great for tree crops or flowering vegetables and fruits. Red potash for fruit trees and vegetables. All the fertilizers you need are available at Bloombox, located on Federation Drive, Goodwill, second property on the right after the Valley Link Road. Your one-stop shop for everything that grows. Let's bloom together.
The Cultural Division, in collaboration with the Three Monkeys Bar, Caribbean presents Afro-Artistic After Work Line. Immerse yourself in the sound of sweet Afrobeats, traditional drumming, music by DJ Snow, and you can even have a dance. Witness the official launch of the 2024 National Miss Warp Jade Pageant contestants. So be there at the Bayfront, opposite the Three Monkeys Bar, on July 5th, 2024, for Afro-Artistic After Work Line. It's gonna be a rush.
Exciting news from Sunrise Airways. Starting May 25th, we're expanding to the Eastern Caribbean with new service to St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and St. Lucia. Enjoy round-trip fares starting as low as $199 US. Book now at sunriseairways.net or through your travel advisor. Experience the best in travel with Sunrise Airways. We fly to connect people. Book today.
How much Dominican history do you know? Want to learn some fun facts? We have a great and fun way to test your knowledge and learn more about our history. Get your copy of Dominic Anu, Dominica in Puzzle. Fun for the whole family. Available now on Amazon.com. Visit pushpast10.com to learn more. Email us at dominicainpuzzle@gmail.com or call 877-698-9894.
You an easy way to pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
You're on your way.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95. The latest happening events, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95, the big station.
How much Dominican history do you know? Want to learn some fun facts? We have a great and fun way to test your knowledge and learn more about our history. Get your copy of Dominic Anu, Dominica in Puzzle. Fun for the whole family. Available now on Amazon.com. Visit pushpast10.com to learn more. Email us at dominicainpuzzle@gmail.com or call 877-698-9894.
In this hot summer, D&D Plumbing is doing it again. It's the Points and Deals Bonanza from June 10th to July 31st. The more you buy, the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. Get to 25 points and you get 10% discount. From 35 to 40 points, you receive 12.5% discount. And from 45 to 50 points, you get 15% discount. The more times you purchase, the more discounts you receive. Come to TND today and purchase anything Storewide and get your card with 5 points already on it. And the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. And your bonus only for the month of June is the Drain Buster. Get your Drain Buster today and enjoy 10% discount. TND Plumbing. Terms and conditions apply.
Ride the storms. Ride the storms. Q95. Have you ever experienced the whistling, howling, driving winds of a hurricane? The roaring drumbeat of thunderstorms, the continuous crackling bursts and flashes of lightning, again and again. The nerve-wracking sounds of heavy rains and rattling rooftops. Hurricanes are categorized at 5 levels of strength, and just one of the natural disasters which takes the lives of thousands of people every year. Q95 is taking the lead as your hurricane radio center. Stay tuned, be informed, and learn from those who can help us survive as they look into the eye of the storm. Q95, your hurricane radio center, and you. Together, we'll ride the storms.
Good morning. The weather report from the Dominican Meteorological Service at Douglas Charles Airport for today, Tuesday, 2nd July 2024, as recorded at 7 a.m. Today's weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy, breezy and hazy with some scattered showers. The conditions at Douglas Charles Airport were cloudy and hazy, surface winds east-southeasterly at 11 knots or 20 kilometers per hour. Present temperature 29 degrees Celsius or 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Yesterday's rainfall was 43.2 millimeters, and the total rainfall for the month so far is 43.2 millimeters. The sun will set today at 6:40 p.m. and rise tomorrow at 5:39 a.m. The high tide today will be at 1:47 p.m. and the low tides will be at 7:12 a.m. and 6:01 p.m. Weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A relative reduction in moisture levels can be expected today as a high-pressure system becomes a dominant feature. Partly cloudy and breezy conditions with scattered showers can be expected today. The presence of dust haze is expected to be maintained over the next few days. People with respiratory sensitivities are advised to take the necessary precautions to avoid complications. Moderate seas can be expected in open water with waves peaking near 8 feet today. A gradual reduction in wave heights is expected today. Thereafter, moderate to rough seas are projected from Wednesday. People living near the coast are advised to exercise caution due to onshore breaking wave action. Small craft operators are advised to remain in port. Sea bathers are advised to stay out of the water. Meanwhile, an area of low pressure located in the central tropical Atlantic is being monitored. The system presently has a low chance of development within 7 days and is expected to approach the area by Wednesday. Residents are advised to monitor the progress of this system. Synopsis: a high-pressure system is becoming the dominant feature. Forecast for today and tonight: partly cloudy to cloudy, breezy and hazy with some scattered showers. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 20 to 40 kilometers per hour with higher gusts near showers. Sea conditions moderate to rough in open water. Waves 2 to 2.5 meters or 7 to 8 feet. A small craft warning and a high surf advisory is in effect for above normal seas and onshore breaking wave action. For updated information on weather conditions, log on to our website at www.weather.gov.bm or call 266-4490 for further information. You can also find us on Facebook at Dominica Meteorological Service, follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met, or at our WhatsApp channel at 618-3469. Reporting from the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Devon Matthew.
Have you ever experienced the whistling, howling, driving winds of a hurricane? The roaring drumbeat of thunderstorms, the continuous crackling bursts and flashes of lightning, again and again. The nerve-wracking sounds of heavy rains and rattling rooftops. Hurricanes are categorized at 5 levels of strength, and just one of the natural disasters which takes the lives of thousands of people every year. Q95 is taking the lead as your hurricane radio center. Stay tuned, be informed, and learn from those who can help us survive as they look into the eye of the storm. Q95, your hurricane radio center, and you. Together, we'll ride the storms.
All right, we've been, of course, trying to track Hurricane Beryl, now a category 5, heading to Jamaica, leaving a trail of destruction behind. Expecting some reports as we move along. But as I reported earlier, Dominica did not escape the wrath of the trails of Beryl, with heavy seas pounding the shoreline, with many losing their homes in the Baytown area. I visited there late last night and early this morning. Let me share my experience there.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Betty Wynn. This morning we are tracking the tropics. Hurricane Beryl heading for Jamaica. Almost the entire island is under a hurricane.
And of course, before that, we want to take a report there from the CBS News before we get to the residents there in the Baytown area. So stick around. Listen to this report as we continue to track Beryl.
Tracking the tropics. Hurricane Beryl heading for Jamaica. Almost the entire island is under a hurricane warning. It is the earliest category 5 on record in the Atlantic Ocean.
The island of Grenada feeling the impacts right now. Downed trees, blocked roads all across the island. Take a look at that. We do want to send it right over to the next weather meteorologist, Casey Sherman. She has with what this means for our friends in the Caribbean. Yeah. This is just a very powerful storm, Casey.
It is, category 5 hurricane in early July. That is the earliest category 5 on record. The prior record held by Hurricane Emily, which was 2005, where it became a category 5 hurricane on July 17th. So this has been breaking records, taking full advantage of the very warm water temperatures that we currently have in the Caribbean. Water temperatures that we typically don't see until middle September. Look at this monster. It continues to work its way now quickly up to the west-northwest at 22 miles per hour with 165 mile per hour max sustained winds. It made landfall on the Windward Islands yesterday as a category 4 hurricane and has been strengthening. Hurricane warnings now in effect for Jamaica, where we are anticipating storm surge along with hurricane force winds by tomorrow. Cayman Islands also now under those hurricane watches. We have tropical storm warnings out in effect for Haiti. The track of Beryl still set to take this through the Caribbean by tomorrow, again bringing those impacts to Jamaica before it then works its way towards the Yucatan Peninsula as a weakening system by Friday into Saturday. By the upcoming weekend, it does have a chance of re-emerging out across the Bay of Campeche is a much weaker system, a tropical storm, but we now do have far southern parts of Texas, Brownsville included in that forecast cone, where they will have to watch the system closely. But again, thankfully, it is going to be a much weaker system by that point in time as it continues to work its way westward. Of course, this is not a threat, thankfully, to Forbes.
Okay, thank you. So as Casey explained overnight, the monster storm strengthened to what's being described as a potentially catastrophic Category 5 storm.
Yeah, this is so scary. Now it comes after Beryl left islands in the region in ruins. CBS News Miami's Jared Hill has a closer look.
This morning in Barbados, a look at the mess left behind after Hurricane Beryl ravaged the Windward Islands.
They think that the damage would be so much.
Off the coast of St. Vincent, rough seas sunk one boat, slammed another into the rocky shore. The country's prime minister says at least one person was killed.
It has left in its wake immense destruction, pain, suffering. Union Island has been devastated. The reports that I have received indicate that 90% of the houses have been severely damaged or destroyed.
The storm hit Grenada's Carriacou Island with winds of 150 miles per hour, bringing with it a 6 to 9 foot storm surge.
The expectation is that the damage in Carriacou and Petit Martinique is going to be extreme.
The storm, fueled by warmer ocean waters linked to climate change. In the Cayman Islands, residents lined up to fill sandbags Monday as Beryl pushes toward Jamaica. Officials are asking residents to prepare.
We're here. There's nothing we can really do. We're just going to back down and ride it out.
It's still not clear how Hurricane Beryl will impact the U.S., but officials worry it's an ominous sign of what's to come. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Actually, I'm on the... All right, Dominica. As I reported, Barry leaving a trail of destruction in the Caribbean, particularly Carriacou and Petit Martinique and some of the islands there around St. Vincent. But in Dominica, some Dominicans, especially those living in the Baytown area, Port as well, received a serious lashing from Beryl. Let me walk you through what I witnessed last evening and this morning. Actually, I'm on the in the Baytown area. You can hear the rough seas somewhere about maybe 2 feet away, coming up to the homes on the Baytown area. And, you know, there are families affected there this morning. Now we're talking to one family member. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Kafi.
Kafi.
I live in Bayside, Pottersville, and the city, everything and go.
Everything and go?
Everything. There's nothing we can do, but at the same time, we have life.
When you notice that the sea was getting it?
We wasn't expecting that. One wave just come and just come inside, and then we look out and try to move out. It was wave after wave. Me.
How long you been here?
I live in there since like I born, but since I born, I raised there. I there like for maybe more than 16 years now.
Because some people might be saying, why you choose to live by the bed there?
Because that is where I'm comfortable. That is where I make my money. I have my bar and my shop. That is where I raise up.
So you lost basically everything?
Like, we lost like basically everything, as you can see.
Yeah. I can see the waves coming right up to us there.
Yeah. And there are other people that lost mostly like everything. Like, that they call it Ashma. She lose everything. My brother lose what he lose, blouse and skirt, he lose everything, like everything. Everything. My brother and his girlfriend, Tracy, why they lose. If you go out there home, you will see for yourself.
All right. Who's your brother?
Right, so maybe my hero over there.
Okay, so you say. All right, let me see what happened. Oh, sorry. All right, Rasta. See you off there, boy.
Yeah, we came so it's better for
I know. So how long you been in that area too?
I've been assisting them.
Okay.
So I've been there since about 9 o'clock.
Last night?
Last night.
Okay.
Up till now.
You haven't seen the sea rock like that?
Never in my lifetime.
Not even during Maria?
Never. First time I seen the sea rock like that. Being honest with you. First very time. I passed through numerous hurricanes, storms and things, but first time. My very first time. It surprised me. Yeah, man. Yeah, brother.
All right, then we're walking through, of course, the Baytown area where other homes have been affected. I'm going to go as close to the sea there as possible. And I'm seeing some homes, some drawing rooms, and sand just take over. So we're walking. I'm walking with Tracy, who we just heard there on the interview. Tracy and another young guy. 4 children affected there too?
4 children they have in the house there.
Wow.
I saw the home mash up.
Yeah, I seen that. Wow. I'm walking through some debris there in the Baytown area. Are you one of the residents affected, sir?
Well, together.
You live there too?
Yes.
What about that? What do you experience the last night?
My Mr. Matt, it was a crucial experience. But as they say, the city what it chose to do. But we try our best to see how we could get that, but it was so difficult. The sea had to take in control of everything, and nothing we could do more than to just try and secure what we could secure. You understand? But it was a very rough night. Majority of everybody didn't sleep last night, up to a time of now.
So how many houses were destroyed then?
Well, 1, 2 we have up there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because that one over there, they call it Maliway. Yeah, 8 of them. 8 houses that damaged. Yes, different owners that get damaged. Yeah.
Well, you lost everything, sir?
Lost everything, yes, sir.
What's your name?
Royson Warner.
Royson Warner?
Yeah.
Including what? Things like what you lost?
Whatever a household had, I lost everything. Chairs, clothes. I didn't lose some of my clothes, but I lost majority. I had a bag. I didn't take out anything in it or anything like that. If you see for yourself, you will see how inside there be everything lying down. Nothing is standing.
So how long you been living in that area?
I've been living here all my life, and I'm 37.
You're 37 years?
Yes.
Have you seen that sea rough like this?
I have seen a rough sea like this, but it's my second time experiencing that kind of sea. Other than Maria, second time. Maria, I was here as well. I lost everything for Maria. I came back because I have no other form of.
So why you keep coming back if you see?
Because I don't have another place to stay. That's why I born and raised.
Okay. And you're not gonna be living here in a hurry until you get some help, I imagine?
Like, yes, that's how it is. And I'm not here alone. I have my wife and 4 children with me.
Okay. All right. Talking to, of course, one young man who lost the entire home due to the rough sea last night on the Baytown area. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You see us from there again. Don't stay there all the time.
You have your home, you do your things there, my dear. Your business there, but come on home.
Watch out. Only watch out yourself there. Yeah, watch it. Be careful.
You can have your business there, but come on home, my dear. But not understand happy that. You have your home, you do your things there, my dear. Can't tell her to coffee. Everything you got, you have that for. Everything you losing there. You have that big old story. I don't find you have that business there.
Of course, the community gets helping along. A number of persons already here. It's about 7:10 in the morning. Sad situation there. A few people. Of course, the community gets helping along. A number of persons already here. It's about 7:10 in the morning. Very, very,
sad situation there. You know, a few people just losing their homes to rough seas, unaware and no notice. But yesterday evening, the rough seas just came in and took everything that they had.
It was very terrible. It was very terrible. Yeah, it was terrible.
So when did you notice this was getting
about roughly the same money.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you seen rough seas like that before?
I've seen rough seas that before, but that one was terrible.
That was terrible.
Yeah, because I decided one and
Yes. Pottersville and Tabetong and Pottersville.
All right.
I live in and have a small business in the Pottersville area.
Okay, so what happened to you last night? See all
over.
All over.
Yes.
Sand and water.
All in my little bedroom, all in my business. I lose actually all my groceries. I have a little shop and bar. I refrigerate on them. I know what cedars do. I see water. So everything was messed up. Up now, I stand up in the water. I never slept last night.
You never slept last night?
No. No, I never slept in the water. Up no water. I try to see how I can build out some sand so some water can come out inside it.
A lot of people ask, I'm sure they will ask, this is not the first time you've experienced the kind of water here, no?
Yeah, since I'm married, I experienced that kind of water.
So, and people ask, why do you keep staying here?
Married. A lot of people don't have a choice. They don't have a place. A lot of people don't have a place to live too. A lot of people can't afford rent. So a lot of people live in there. We have a much different neighborhoods who lose their houses. Where they live in. Some of them can't pay your house rent.
So they have to come here and make a living?
Yes. Or
Survival.
Survival.
Okay.
Survival.
About 7 people lost their house there.
Yes.
Their homes there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of them have kids.
What's your name again? Tell me your name.
My name is Ashmat Hussein.
What did you lost last night?
I lost everything. House, stove, fridge, everything. I just lose everything.
Mm-hmm. So where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go next?
Nowhere. Where we can go now, we have to stay there. Because we don't know where to go. It's there we have to stay until we get help.
So you're asking the authorities to help you guys?
Yes, we need help. Right about now, we really need help. Because our house go, we have our children. Oh no, we need food without nothing. Without no money, nothing. Everything go. We need everything right now.
What did you last night? See, you tried to, last evening, you tried to clear your drinks on the shelf?
Oh yes, because when I watch about after it, the waves and them, I say, no, that's not waves, that is something else. And it was getting so bad that I must carry, because when things like that, when you see like that, it have little teeth wrong and they might break and open because the CSL doing little damage.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the water burst, as you see, a lot of damage happen. Well, I had to call and then tell more if you come, the boat and them doing destruction, they come down. We had to blow shell for everybody to come. The machine I had there, the sea take it, and it's a lot of water.
No warning at all?
No warning. It's just the wave I see, and I just see it come up, and I just agree. I'm not going and sleep. But it was after night, I say I'm not moving. And I say, you know what? Let me call people to tell them, come and help me out because I cannot leave.
And the fishermen actually came out?
Well, all the fishermen came out. We had to blow a shell, and everybody came out, to be honest. People right in Pori even came up too. Especially Sandra Lantern and them.
But that could be a big scare there.
Yeah, it could. It could, because first time in my life since I know myself, I see wave after Lenny. Only Lenny I saw those kind of.
Not even Maria?
No, Lenny. At the bayfront.
A bar owner there in Point Michelle. And in the conversation we had there with our folks from Pottersville, Baytown. Very sad situation, of course. Shells were being blown last night, alerting the residents to come help in the Point Michelle area. I've been told Collio was also affected. Cooley Bistro was also affected. So Barry left a trail of destruction. Before we go to Barbados, we had a conversation with Mr. Julius Gatins yesterday afternoon. We want to repeat and maybe get an update sometime this morning. If somebody's on the telephone, hello, talk to me.
Morning.
Morning to you, sir.
Mr. Cowboy.
Yes, sir.
All after 11, after 12, 1 o'clock morning, man. I should me just take a drive around the coastline and what have you. But I see there, man. When I see Imagine when I stay in there, when I hear the sea, I go and come on my balcony. When I hear the sea rocking by the bay there, close to me there, I say, "We body, some people in trouble." And now I hear you go down there this morning or whenever. And I say to myself right now, brother man, you see that sea there, you cannot trust it. So people are going by the sea, they're not safe there because anything can happen anytime. In a hard economical time now, you have to be careful. You know what I mean? I feel sorry for them people there because things are so tight now. And I don't know. And then we have so many loans to pay and all that kind of things. That kind of loan are going to take again, you know, and all are going to be breathing on the country. You know what I mean? And it's tight already. So I can't concern about that. But anyway, let's see what happens, man. All the best. God bless.
All right,
Yeah.
God bless you too, my brother. God bless you. Let's go back to the telephone. Yes, we have a stop there with our friends from Republic Bank. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes.
Good morning, Matt. Matt, I didn't realize Bahrain would give so much destruction, especially on the coastline, Matt.
Yes.
I didn't realize that, Matt. I keep looking at Colio impassable, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
The road they call it there, you see it? Pictures?
I saw pictures. Yes.
Oh my God, it's terrible. Coolidge Street remind me of Erica. It was just like the time of Erica, just like looking at Coolidge Street there. Some part of Coolidge Street, man. But the worst, Matt, when I look at the people from Carriacou last night, Matt, all I saw was Maria in Dominica. Looking at the houses, like the people got just totally
And just the tropical storms, you know, they really experience in Barbados, the tropical storm winds, huh? Not the full brunt.
But I don't know about Carriacou.
Carriacou, okay, I'll stop.
Carriacou get oh my God, Carriacou get a big hill.
Yes, flattened, yes.
What? Oh no, boy, that is terrible. That just reminds me of Maria. I see them the last night, all after 12, looking at the different places that got bit. Oh, anyway, God is in control of every situation. Anyway, Starboy have his work cut out for them. I hope they send to to clean up Roseau this morning and to pay them people. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. On the telephone, yes. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Matt.
Morning.
Yeah, that's Melvin speaking.
Hi, Melvin. How you doing?
Yes, so I'm there. Well, I'm just calling. I'm listening to you. I'm calling to the Punisher people. Hands up and congratulations on the way they come out last night.
They did, yes.
So what I want to say is that regardless anything, because anything that happened between people, people Punisher at the time of fire, hurricane, sickness, Punisher people come together.
They come together. They come together, yes.
So last night, while we were there, sit down there, we saw Smash and carrying stuff from her shop, and we see coming right inside the highways from Tennessee High, and all of us come out and help. And then one of the fishermen came out and started to blow their shell, and people come out from their woman with rope. And the one thing, congratulations to Punisher, people, hands up, and God praise and mighty and everything. Thank you.
Thank you too. Of course, we got a report there yesterday from Julius Gittins out of Barbados, journalist Julius Gittins will give us a further update this morning, but just want to replay what, of course, was reported there yesterday. Julius Gittins.
And with a massive bullet that Barbados dodged, in the words of the ministers who have been overseeing the National Emergency Operations Center over the last several hours. It could have been, in the words of Prime Minister Bill Motley, much worse if we had taken a direct hit, or even if the hurricane force winds had affected the island. We had very strong tropical force winds, just shy of about 65 miles an hour, so not quite hurricane strength, but still enough to cause significant damage in some areas. The west coast, an area that, south coast, I beg your pardon, an area that you're rather familiar with its shops and hotels and restaurants, that's been rendered impossible in two parts because of severe storm surges, which washed everything, including the sea, sand, and one or two structures and boats into the road in the area of Hastings. There's also a collapse of a wall there. Over, as far as boating and the mariners are concerned, some significant losses. They estimate about 40 boats have been sunk, including two pleasure craft, the Jolly Roger, famous Jolly Roger, and the Dream Chaser. I think that's a catamaran, and that's sunk to the bottom of the harbor in Bridgetown.
Wow.
So Prime Minister Motley is headed out now to do a damage assessment to get a fix on what happened over at Warren's, a popular Chefette restaurant in that very, very busy area, lost its roof. And there have been reports of about 40 homes suffering damage. That number is expected to rise as people leave shelters. People seem to have taken this thing seriously, Matt. They stood in the shelters en masse. About 400 or more people stayed in the government's 30-odd shelters, mostly schools, raising the question of whether school will resume, because the Prime Minister and officials are eyeing another system in the Mid-Atlantic, taking the same path as it would appear as Beryl did, and south of 10 degrees north, and that is always a concern for us in the Southern Caribbean when we see systems that far south, just as Beryl was. So that they're keeping a close eye on. But spare a thought for the people of the Grenadines. The Prime Minister said she reached out to Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell of Grenada. It looks as though Carriacou and Petite Martinique took the worst of it as it travels through the southern windwards over the last several hours, and it's probably still continuing. This has not been a fast-moving storm, which usually helps in that, yes, you don't suffer as long and it tends to be weaker. But what it has done overnight was slow down, strengthen into a dangerous category 4, and then hit the road again, as it were. And it's been very, very distressing for a number of people who really wanted to bolt out of the shelters. But we had tropical force winds that did quite a bit of damage, and the Prime Minister urged people to stay indoors still, even though the all clear has been given, because of the hazards now that have been appearing. Electricity and water have largely been restored, probably just a few pockets left. I lost my electricity actually this morning after a night of a pounding in one of those feeder bands that brought really tropical storm force gusts and heavy showers. But by minutes after 2, while indeed the Prime Minister was giving the all clear announcement and damage assessment briefing, my electricity came back onto the chairs of the folks here at home. But certainly spare thought, as I said, for many people who will be out without power for quite an appreciable length of time, because in the words of the Prime Minister, and she probably has certain evidence to support that, Carriacou and Petite Martinique have been significantly affected and even devastated.
Any reports on St. Vincent? There was some concern about St. Vincent.
The concern about St. Vincent seemed to be more in the area of the Grenadines, in particular the Southern Grenadine Islands. Prime Minister Gonzalez expressed concern about his own residence, that it wasn't the best and it had been built some time ago, in his words, and that he felt he ought to hunker down downstairs because he wasn't too sure of his roof. I do not think he's lost that roof, but the situation in St. Vincent could have been much worse. In St. Lucia could have been much worse, but still there's a potential for a feeder band bringing some torrential rain in the area of 3 to 6 inches, one shower that could really just wipe out roads and especially the hilly areas of St. Lucia, St. Vincent, and perhaps you'd have to tell me further north.
Well, Dominique seems to have been spared, but we're still monitoring and we're getting also outer bands at this point in time. So it appears, based on the weather reports we've been getting, that we've been spared the wrath of Beryl.
It would be in the nature, if I can fly in the face of the Almighty and say this, it really would be the most enormous sort of tragedy were Dominica to be affected by this particular hurricane. It was so impressive to Sabu Best, the chief meteorologist here at the Barbados Meteorological Services. He said it was fantastic at one point. He said, well, not fantastic in terms of its destructive power, but fantastic in terms of how well built this hurricane was. A strong, clear, and quite defined eye, and a very strong wall, which had a very tightly packed hurricane force winds. And we really have to say that we are in a new era of hurricanes coming extraordinarily sooner than we expected, and they are not small hurricanes. It only takes just one, as we've often said, but this one was quite a dangerous system that refused really to slow down in terms of its fury, refused to weaken for quite some time. And I don't think it's going to weaken much as it passes through the southern windwards and out into the Caribbean Sea. So we have to keep our eyes on this. But as I said, pay attention to the second system in the Mid-Atlantic, which the government here is looking at, because they're weighing whether to reopen schools if you're going to have another system of what Motley called bad weather in another few days. And so they've got to assess that. And of course, many of those schools acted as shelters with people taking refuge there under shuttered schools. So those shutters have to come off before anything can happen. And I think the Prime Minister seemed to hint that, well, it's the last week of term. Might be a good idea to go all the way in saying it, but she kind of hinted to the Chief Education Officer, just call it off and the term says all of the examinations, promotional, CXC, and the like have been sat. So that's the picture then here in Gray, where the sun is only now just emerging after disappearing sometime late yesterday evening, and it's hopefully a portent of a brighter tomorrow. But really, work has to happen now to assess that damage, try to make up for the losses that have been sustained, and prepare at the same time for quite likely the very next system in a few days.
Juliet.
Have you ever experienced the whistling, howling, driving winds of a hurricane? The roaring drumbeat of thunderstorms, the continuous crackling bursts and flashes of lightning, again and again. The nerve-wracking sounds of heavy rains and rattling rooftops. Hurricanes are categorized at 5 levels of strength, and just one of the natural disasters which takes the lives of thousands of people every year. Q95 is taking the lead as your hurricane radio center. Stay tuned, be informed, and learn from those who can help us survive as they look into the eye of the storm. Q95, your hurricane radio center, and you. Together, we'll ride the storms.
Sunrise, hurry. Sunrise, hurry. Exciting news from Sunrise Airways. Starting May 25th, we're expanding to the Eastern Caribbean with new service to St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and St. Lucia. Enjoy round-trip fares starting as low as $199 US. Book now at sunriseairways.net or through your travel advisor. Experience the best in travel with Sunrise Airways. We fly to connect people. Book today.
In this hot summer, D&D Plumbing is doing it again. It's the Points and Deals Bonanza from June 10th to July 31st. The more you buy, the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. Get to 25 points and you get 10% discount. From 35 to 40 points, you receive 12.5% discount. And from 45 to 50 points, you get 15% discount. The more times you purchase, the more discounts you receive. Come to D&D today and purchase anything Sawai and get your card with 5 points already on it. And the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. And your bonus only for the month of June is the Drain Buster. Get your Drain Buster today and enjoy 10% discount. D&D Plumbing. Terms and conditions apply.
Of course, I'm trying to get in touch with our colleagues there in Grenada. No, it appears that all telecommunications may be down at this time, but I'm able again this morning to touch base with my colleague there in Barbados, Julius Gittins. What's the latest you can report to us this morning? And again, thank you for, of course, updating us. I know we got a report from you yesterday speaking to what happened in Barbados. Can you update us as to, with all the mopping operations going up right now, what's going on?
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Dominica. The situation is recovery and cleanup. The main artery, which leads out of the city along the south coast, Highway 7, had two severe blockages caused by storm surges. And by close of business yesterday, they had already been cleared because of the importance of it, cleared swiftly under the eye of none other than the Prime Minister of Barbados and her team of ministers. They oversaw that operation, and then they, as part of their rapid assessment, headed to the Bridgetown Fisheries Complex and the Port of Bridgetown. The Bridgetown Fisheries Complex lost at least 20 or so vessels, fishing boats. Fishermen with tears in their eyes were given the assurance of help by the Prime Minister. Pleasure craft, two pleasure craft, the famous Jolly Roger, and another catamaran, the Dream Catcher, which had taken shelter in the Bridgetown port, which is has a breakwater. Well, that breakwater was breached by the storm surges and sent those two vessels to the bottom of the port. So now the recovery of those two vessels and clearing them out of the way has to begin. Divers were supposed to go down today, first thing, and have a look at what can be done to salvage those two ships. It was rather dramatic footage of the Jolly Roger itself taking on water and sinking. So that's the situation in respect of Barbados. Electricity has been restored almost since yesterday. I think almost all the customers have had their electricity restored, maybe just a few pockets, but only about 22 to 25% of customers that lost power during the storm. So it's not been a situation where it's going to take days for anyone to get back power. As I said yesterday, got my power back even as the all clear was being given at 2 p.m. Now, attention must turn to our neighbors. Carriacou has, according to all reports, been flattened. The ward island of Grenada, along with Petit Martinique, which lie to the north of Grenada, they took a direct hit. And already the president of Ghana, Dr. Irfan Ali, is rushing aid to the area. He's first pledged security personnel for Grenada, but he's also rushing aid to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The 200-year-old cathedral in Kingstown lost its roof. There was severe damage in Kingstown, St. Vincent, but further south in Carriacou and Petit Martinique, they were absolutely flat. And those two islands will need a rush of aid. The CARICOM leaders who were to meet in Grenada from Wednesday through to Friday for their annual summit, that was called off. And now they are meeting this morning virtually to work out the response, not only among themselves, but to the international community, whether or not, for example, disaster clauses will need to be invoked in whatever international agreements, loans, and so on that may need to be paid. There are, generally speaking, clauses which say, okay, well, we'll defer payment since you've had this particular tragedy. I'm not sure whether Grenada is under an IMF. I'm not sure that they are, but whatever messages need to be sent to the international community, one would imagine will be drafted there then. The international community had already, according to Prime Minister Modi, had already been put on notice that they're willing to help in any way possible, and we're waiting word. So I think the summit will define what that word will be. So that's the situation right now. Let's really spare a thought for Carriacou and Petit Martinique, and also to some extent St. Vincent, even as we breathe a sigh of relief and give thanks that we were spared this hurricane. I really do not think any Caribbean country is really ready. I don't think I'm not sure it can ever really be ready for a Category 4 or 5 hurricane. I do not think that unless we became wealthy overnight, that we'd be able to sustain such incredible damage. And if 40 houses are going to lose their roofs here in Barbados, I shudder to think what would have happened had a direct hit been scored on Barbados. So, as I said, let's be thankful, and let's now turn our attention to those who really took on the full fury of Hurricane Beryl.
Well, tell me, Julius, do you think that the RSS may be activated at the meeting this morning?
Well, there are two things. There is the regional response mechanism, which is the RRM, and we need to remember that is going to be the most important element of the regional response. The regional response mechanism is an arm of the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, and they will no doubt be preparing the response of the in terms of humanitarian assistance to those countries. I am not sure whether the RSS will be involved. It really depends on whether, at the invitation of the individual countries, whether there's a security issue that needs to be attended to. I know Guyana, which is not in the RSS, had pledged to send security personnel to secure the situation in Grenada. I don't think that request or that offer was taken up by Grenada. But right now, the whole story has to be getting aid into Carriacou and Petite Martinique, and the RRM will be the first port of call in that regard. And I expect to hear, I have been checking with Sedema, so I expect to hear from them what the response will be, how that response will take shape in the hours. I imagine they're already prepared to go in and do a rapid assessment. A lot of technology has come into play now. Drones were used in assessing Barbados' damage yesterday, and drones will likely be deployed to assess the situation in Carriacou and Petite Martinique by the RRM to get an idea of really how bad it is and what needs to be done, and then move swiftly to make sure the roads are cleared and that people can be given whatever food, water, and other necessities of life that will be required.
So if CARICOM or say Dominica need to give assistance, you think that the water would be a necessary item there, for sure, at this time?
Absolutely. I cannot possibly imagine. Carriacou is an interesting island in that it does not have the kind of water supply system that most countries have of a centralized system. They do have centralized water stored in large cisterns, but really they depend on rainwater harvesting, not aquifers to generate and deliver water. And many people in Carriacou have their own rainwater cisterns, and they catch rainwater and use for cooking, cleaning, bathing. So I would imagine, let's assume that in a category 4 or 5 hurricane of winds of in excess of 140 miles an hour, you guys have as much experience of this, unfortunate experience of this as anyone, that a lot of those systems might have been knocked out. So immediately, I should like to think that water is something that people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique will need, in addition to food and medicines where required. So that is certainly something that I would imagine the leaders will be discussing in terms of who sends what, where, and when. But I think the people of the region need to be fully informed about that, and let us join in. While we are cleaning up and mopping up, we must give thought to those who are worse off than we are, because we very easily could have been in their situation, and we would want to have the kind of aid immediately that they ought to get. So let's not be selfish as a region. Yes, we can be thankful that we were spared, and I'm not going to get biblical about it, but let's consider the parable of the widow's mite. Because we have very little doesn't mean we can't give something.
Julius, as you go, the issue of climate change definitely is taking, top on the agenda at international meetings, because we're certainly being affected there by climate change. Definitely.
Matt, I cannot imagine anyone in this era having witnessed what we have witnessed, not recognize that our climate is changing. Whether you're the Rastaman farmer in the countryside or the scientists looking at dials and switches, you have to acknowledge that climate change is at work. If it's going to be a political issue for wealthy countries, then that's on them. But we've got to make as much noise as possible, and let's not get carried away by far right politics and that sort of thing. This is the earliest Category 4 or 5 hurricane on record. We have never seen anything like this. People would have been expecting, as the season wore on, maybe a September hurricane, as you have experienced in Dominica. Nobody expects that on the last day of June, we would be seeing, just look at it. It's moved from a storm, not even to a Category 1, it moved from a storm to a Category 3 in the space of 24 hours. So let's not kid ourselves. If you want to have that kind of parlor debate, about whether climate change exists. Leave that for people who don't know what's going on. We in the Caribbean can clearly see and feel what's going on. And we need to make it very clear to the international community, to anyone with brains, climate change is real, it is here, and it is becoming a way of life for us. And if we're going to continue to pump tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, it'll just be a time when soon what's coming for us will be coming for them. So there's no need to get political or make some sort of stump speech. This is just the reality, and we can't just look at facts and talk about having alternative facts. There's no alternative but what we are seeing, and nowhere in the long history of cyclones over 200-year period, going back to the great hurricane of 1780, which ripped through the Caribbean. Barbados killed about 30,000 people. Even that hurricane was not in June or July. So let's get real, and that also means it's not over. If we got this at the beginning, and this has already been on record to be an above average season, and we must be deeply concerned that much more is coming down the pipeline. Let's hope that I'm wrong in that respect, but we can't continue to put our heads in the sand and say, "Oh no, that's just politics. There's no such thing as climate change, man. That's not. That way leads madness.
Let me just say at this time, I think it's the time now, Julius, to reactivate. Remember the Caribbean Environmental Reporters Network? We need to reactivate this to put these stories back on the table, back on the agenda.
Well, it has existed as a Facebook group over the years, and we have been allowing people who have an interest in the environment, not just journalists, but people who are interested in covering and reporting and messaging on the environment to do that as a Facebook group. But I think, yes, you're right. We need to re-energize in that area and call attention to a lot of these stories. But I have to tell you that over the years, starting with the environment beat at the Nation newspaper about 30 years ago, the more I continue to report on the environment, the more I realize that we're really reporting on everything. Sustainable development is not just something for so-called activists. I remember being called that by an editor, and I said, no, it's not about being an activist. I'm reporting on the biggest story that is happening, and we are like frogs in the pot that is slowly boiling. Because most times, the political reporters and the economic and the financial reporters can see and feel a number of this cause and effect. It's hard, I would admit, to say that climate change is going to cause this particular thing. But I think this particular issue is a no-brainer. But I think it's hard to report on what we call processes. A process, something that takes time to develop. If you sound the alarm about it, people say, well, I'm not seeing any change. And that's really what's been happening. So climate change is a process. So we just have to keep hammering on it and recognize that there are multiple impacts. The economic impact. We have a fishing community that's been devastated. We have a tourism industry that's going to be in turmoil for a few months. We're going to have agriculture that's going to be suffering. So we cannot just look at it as birds, bees, and trees. We are looking at something that is vital to the sustainability of human life, and we need to report on it, continue to report on it. But to quote the publisher of the New York Times, you can take the horse the water, but we can't make it sink. If we provide this information and all you're getting in response in the comment sections of the articles are, personal attacks on reporters, partisan attacks, or this or that ain't true, or just let's ignore it because God will provide. Then we really have to wonder sometimes, and it is very frustrating that you're reporting on things and you're hoping that people will take action. I think public opinion will push a lot of the agenda, but if the audience isn't interested in what we're saying to them, then there's nothing much we can do but to continue and hope that someday people will wake up and smell the Nescafe.
All right.
Start to act.
Again, Julius, as we wrap up, what time is that meeting of the CARICOM original leaders this morning? 10 o'clock?
Yeah. And so it's supposed to start at 10, and we will be monitoring to see what comes out of that.
Okay, well, if anything, I'll give you a call. Thank you very much, Mr. Julius Gittins, all of Barbados. Thank you, keeping us updated all the time. All right. We are back, and let's take a break and come back. Thank you, Julius, again. Thank you. Julius Gittins, very prominent journalist there in the region. I've been part of many organizations he's been part of. So we always keep in touch, keeping the region together. I've tried very much this morning to get in touch with Grenada. No dice. We will stop coming up with our friends here from the Republic Bank, so stick around as we take a break. Dominica, this is Q95, your Hurricane station. Thank you.
Ride the storms. Ride the storms. Q95.
This is at Bloombox. We now carry and are fully stocked in granola fertilizers. Urea 46%, great for leafy green 15-15-15, great for all vegetables or young fruit trees 20-20-20, best for foliar spray seedings and small vegetables 12-12-17, great for tree crops or flowering vegetables and fruits 12-24-12, root crop fertilizer like dasheen and white potato 12-4-28, great for tree crops or flowering vegetables and fruits. Red potash for fruit trees and vegetables. All the fertilizers you need are available at Bloombox, located on Federation Drive, Goodwill, second property on the right after the Valley Link Road. Your one-stop shop for everything that grows. Let's bloom together.
This is Asa Banton, your Tropical Water Ambassador, with your hurricane tip for today. Be prepared. Being prepared before a hurricane threatens makes you resilient to the hurricane impacts of wind and water. It will mean the difference between you being a hurricane victim or a hurricane survivor. Be prepared and remember to stock up on Tropical Water.
How much Dominican history do you know? Want to learn some fun facts? We have a great and fun way to test your knowledge and learn more about our history. Get your copy of Dominic Anu, Dominica in Puzzle. Fun for the whole family. Available now on Amazon.com. Visit pushpast10.com to learn more. Email us at dominicainpuzzle@gmail.com or call 877-698-9894.
We are in the hurricane season. Remember, preparation is key when it comes to hurricanes. Stay tuned to Q95 FM Radio for more tips and updates as we navigate through the storm season together. Stay safe out there.
In this hot summer, D&D Plumbing is doing it again. It's the points and deals bonanza from June 10th to July 31st. The more you buy, the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. Get to 25 points and you get 10% discount. From 35 to 40 points, you receive 12.5% discount. And from 45 to 50 points, you get 15% discount. The more times you purchase, the more discounts you receive. Come to D&D today and purchase anything store-wide and get your card with 5 points already on it. And the more points you get, the more discounts you receive. And your bonus only for the month of June is the Drain Buster. Get your Drain Buster today and enjoy 10% discount. D&D Plumbing. Terms and conditions apply.
This rate is great.
This rate is great.
This rate is great.
Pick your own rates at Republic Bank today. Yup, come get what you need at the interest rate you want. We let you pick your own rates.
This rate is great.
This rate is great.
Log on to republicbank.ec.com for more details. Pick your rate today.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95, the latest happening events, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95, the big station.
And with a massive bullet that Barbados dodged in the word.
Sunrise, Exciting news from Sunrise Airways. Starting May 25th, we're expanding to the Eastern Caribbean with new service to St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and St. Lucia. Enjoy round-trip fares starting as low as $199 US. Book now at sunriseairways.net or through your travel advisor. Experience the best in travel with Sunrise Airways. We fly to connect people. Book today.
Ride the storms. Ride the storms. Q95.
We're going to stop for a few minutes to speak with the Republic Bank of Dominica representative there. There's something exciting taking place there at the Republic Bank. We'll be speaking to Miss Amy. Then Amy. So stick around, Dominica. Stick around. Stick around.
This rate is great.
This rate is great.
This rate is great.
Pick your own rates at Republic Bank today. Yup, come get what you need at the interest rate you want. We let you pick your own rates.
This rate is great.
This rate is great.
Log on to republicbank.ec.com for more details. Pick your rate today.
All right. Good morning, Miss St. Amy. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Matt, and good morning to all your listeners.
You're welcome. Of course, I want you to keep safe during the season. So what's going on there with the big pick your rate this morning?
Yes. So this morning, Republic Bank is coming here to bring a little bit of sunshine to the listeners, to general Dominican public, with some exciting news about a new campaign that we've launched called Pick Your Rate campaign. We launched a campaign on July 19th, and it's all about basically allowing the customers to pick their rates. Just like the name says, So you have an assortment of very attractive interest rates on all loans and mortgages. And we were really inspired to launch this campaign because we wanted to create something a bit, something engaging, not only beneficial for our customers, but something fun and exciting. And what better way to do that than actually allowing the customers to pick their literal interest rate on their loans. Okay, so it's a process where you come into the bank, you speak to one of the sales officers, go through a small screening process, and once your loan is approved, you get the opportunity to pick your rate from a bin. Like we have a branded Republic Bank bin that we'll spin, and you get this wonderful opportunity to pick your interest rate from that bin.
So who can participate? Who can participate in that campaign?
It's open to all our qualified customers, Matt, to everyone who will qualify for this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
If you're interested in taking a mortgage, you want to take that bigger step in life, you want to secure your future, and you think, no, taking a mortgage is the right thing for you to do right now, then this campaign is definitely for you. Because not only will you get an interesting, a very attractive interest rate on that mortgage, but you also have the opportunity to add on other products, like insurance and credit cards, and you get even more benefits from that when you do that. So the campaign is open to all our qualified customers, not only for mortgages but for loans as well. If you have a need, and I think everybody has needs, right, Matt? Everybody has needs. It's summertime. You want to go on vacation. You want to get ahead on back to school expenses. Whatever it is, that is your need right now. This rate is the perfect opportunity to get ahead of your financial expenses.
So what are the key benefits, if you will, in terms of the loans being offered by this campaign?
Well, you see, Matt, the benefit of this campaign would be what the name implies. You just get the opportunity to choose your interest rate. The interest rates that we have in the bill are all lower than our standard rate.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very exciting news. Once you get to pick your rate, you're already a winner. So that's a benefit for you to get ahead on your financial situation, to get a product that is tailored to you specifically at a very low and affordable rate. Additionally, we also have more incentives for customers, like I said, who choose to add on more products. So you want to do life insurance, you're traveling, you want to take the loan to travel, and if you want to have a credit card, you bundle up your products, you get added benefits. And not only we looking at the benefit towards the individual, but also we believe this campaign will have a positive impact on the community. We're providing more accessible and affordable loan options, and we're also encouraging customers to explore additional products. They're learn a little bit more about the credit cards, about the insurance, and the benefits of those products.
What is the process for applying for a loan, and are there any specific requirements the applicants must need?
Okay, well, it's pretty straightforward. You can come into the branch. We have a lovely sales team, very knowledgeable, friendly, approachable. We will help you to secure the loan. We also have a lovely service team who can give you some more information. If you're not able to make it to the branch, you can always visit our website. It's www.republicbank.ec.com, and then you select your territory, select Dominica, and then right there on the website you'll see the ad for the Pick Your Rate campaign. You can actually even go onto the Make It Happen, the loan portal, and apply right there online for the loan. So once you do that, within 48 hours, you get some feedback, and then you're on your way to picking your rate.
Again, our final question to you this morning: what should our listeners do if they're interested in learning more about applying for this loan, and where can they find more information?
Okay, so all the information would be online about the campaign. So if you have a chance, you can go onto our portal, look at the campaign, the details of the campaign online. Or if you can't make it, you can come down to the branch. You can come and speak to one of the service representatives, one of the sales team, and we'll be happy to give you that information. We also have ads out on the radio. We have ads on the digital channels. So all the information, can be found through those channels. And if that is not an option for you, we have a lovely service team who can help you with that.
But I want to say thank you and stay safe, Miss St. Emmy. And we'll
Thank you,
talk to you
Matt. You as
we'll
well.
talk to you very soon, I imagine, as we continue to
Okay.
promote this
Yes.
campaign. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Have
much for your time, and we encourage the listening public to come on to Republic Bank, come in and have a discussion with us. Let's see how we can financially empower you this summer with this campaign.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You're most
Thank
welcome. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
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 This rate is great.
This rate is great.
This rate is great.
Pick your own rates at Republic Bank today. Yup, come get what you need at the interest rate you want. We let you pick your own rates.
This rate is great.
This rate is great.
Log on to republicbank.ec.com for more details. Pick your rate today.
At Bloombox, we now carry and are fully stocked in granola fertilizers. Urea 46%, great for leafy green 15-15-15, great for all vegetables or young fruit trees 20-20-20, best for foliar spray and seedings and small vegetables 12-12-17, great for tree crops or flowering vegetables and fruits 12-24-12, root crop fertilizer like dasheen and white potato 12-4-28, great for tree crops or flowering vegetables and fruits. Red potash for fruit trees and vegetables. All the fertilizers you need are available at Bloombox, located on Federation Drive, Goodwill, second property on the right after the Valley Link Road. Your one-stop shop for everything that grows. Let's bloom together.
Exciting news from AutoTrade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of AutoTrade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, AutoTrade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, there's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by AutoTrade every last Thursday. At AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Esther Banton, your Tropical Water Ambassador, with your hurricane tip for today. Be prepared. Being prepared before a hurricane threatens makes you resilient to the hurricane impacts of wind and water. It will mean the difference between you being a hurricane victim or a hurricane survivor. Be prepared and remember to stock up on Tropical water.
The Cultural Division, in collaboration with the Three Monkeys Bar, Caribbean presents Afro-Artistic Afterwork Line. Immerse yourself in the sound of sweet Afrobeats, traditional drumming, music by DJ Snow, and you can even have a dance. Witness the official launch of the 2024 National Miss Warp Jade Pageant contestants. So be there at the Bayfront, opposite the Three Monkeys Bar, on July 5th, 2024 for Afro-Artistic Afterwork Live. It's gonna be a rush.
How much Dominican history do you know? Want to learn some fun facts? We have a great and fun way to test your knowledge and learn more about our history. Get your copy of Dominic Anu, Dominica in Puzzle. Fun for the whole family. Available now on Amazon.com. Visit pushpast10.com to learn more. Email us at dominicainpuzzle@gmail.com or call 877-698-9894.
Good things come and good things go, but greatness lasts forever with Stones. Don't change your mind, oh.
Sure. In the street while the ladies are lying, I feel by a buckle of the stone ginger wine. And sip make you laugh till whenever. Stone ginger wine, great, this is forever.
Good things come and good things go, but greatness lasts forever with Stones. Don't change your mind, oh.
Greatness is forever with Stones.
Distributed by Fine Food.
Exciting news from Sunrise Airways. Starting May 25th, we're expanding to the Eastern Caribbean with new service to St. Kitts, Antigua, Dominica, and St. Lucia. Enjoy round-trip fares starting as low as $199 US. Book now at sunriseairways.net or through your travel advisor. Experience the best in travel with Sunrise Airways. We fly to connect people. Book today.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear,